Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Roblox Corporation. I'm everybody. Today we're playing the OBBY again. Of course, we are on level 620. Oh yeah, guys, I got a new mechanical keyboard because my last keyboard. I definitely have to show pictures of this one. I kind of forgot to take a picture of my old keyboard, but while I am blabbering on here, I'll tell you guys what happened. So, milk has spilled on my old keyboard, and it kind of sucked because like I thought I cleaned it off like perfectly or like pretty good, right? And then what happened was that milk spilled in the keyboard and in the keys, and it basically messed up like the wiring. And I was like, okay, you know what? I kind of dried it off a little bit, and I was like, okay, you know what? This is pretty good. You know, it's not that bad. You know, it doesn't look that. You know, it still works, right? Or as I thought it did, right? I literally spilled milk on it, was using it for like a little bit for like the rest of the day basically, and then later on, I think when it dried up, I started using it again, and basically all the buttons messed up, and I realized I couldn't type on my keyboard no more. So every time I try to press space, for example, like it basically would like if I type like ASD, it'll basically like and I would press spacebar, it'll basically like tab back to like the beginning, and I don't know how to show that in like Roblox. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know how to do that on like an actual keyboard. It's like shift or something. Wait, is it like shift, like shift? No, yeah, no, it's not, right? Yeah, see that? Yeah, it's yeah, exactly. Okay, so like it would like tab back to like the front of the line, which is like odd to me, and I was like, how did that happen? I was like, okay, well then that's kind of weird. Okay, so what I thought, right? So then I Googled online, how do I fix a keyboard that is spilled milk in? You know, because the world of Google, you know, it's pretty amazing, right? And you can basically Google anything that you want, right? You can Google like, you know, how to become a technician, how to become a director, how to get maidens. Anybody? No maidens, yeah. Basically, you can Google anything, right? And so I was like, okay, so let me Google how to get milk out of my keyboard. They basically said as soon as it dries up, it's already too late. And I was already at that point where it basically dried up, and I saw one comment that said, oh, well, I put mine in front of like a fan or like a heater, and I was like, ooh, and it basically like it didn't work still. So okay, so I tried that, and I was kind of an idiot. So I tried that for like 20 minutes, you know. I tried in the morning before work. I woke up, tried in the morning, placed it in front of a heater, and basically left it there for like 20 minutes. And what happened was that the spacebar worked again. Okay, it worked. It did work for what it was, right? And it didn't break. But my WASD keys were all basically molded in the keyboard. And so I basically could not press the WASD keys no more at that point, which is so annoying and so frustrating. Which was like, it was kind of weird and kind of dumb, and I was just so frustrated, and I kind of just threw out the keyboard without even like taking like a picture of it. You know, I'm not someone that goes like, oh my god, I gotta go take a picture of this right now, right now, and I gotta just do it on frustration in the morning of as soon as I was leaving to work. So I went and bought a new one. Oh wait, and also with the keys on the keyboard itself. Also, like when I was like press a button, like the button would like press down like permanently, and you couldn't like put it back up, if that makes any sense, right? Like you had to like press another button to like push it back up, but like as soon as it did that, like it kind of worked perfectly fine, right? And the keyboard was actually kind of good, but like if I had to put it in the heater, if I had to put it in the heater in front of a heater for so long, I think it probably would have worked again. Actually, like thinking about it now, it probably would have worked. But because I did that, it was kind of just like kind of odd, and I was like, oh my god, this is so weird, dude. And like it almost worked, but the issue was I put it in front of the heater for 20 minutes, and then what I did also was that I also put it too close to the heater, which was also a problem. And so then I got kind of annoyed about that, and I was like, oh my god, what am I gonna do, dude? I got so bad, and I had to buy a new keyboard set. I didn't want to buy mechanical, but mechanical was really the only thing that the store next to me had. I didn't really want to wait any longer than I had to buy a keyboard. it was kind of frustrating. I really did not want to go without using my gaming system for like a day. Like I'm telling you, I'm a gamer through and through. If I don't have my computer for one day of the week, I will lose my mind. Okay, work is annoying enough. Work is stressful. People are lazy. All right, people have the easiest jobs in the world, and they're the laziest people. I swear to you, I get talked about by my bosses, and I get like good praises all because I do a sweep and I swab. And I don't leave my work area every 5 minutes. And so like I'm some kind of like praise genius that's like, oh my god, the guy is so great at what he does, and like I want this guy to work here because I know he's really good at doing that thing. And I'm just like, dude, I fell asleep somewhere for like 30 minutes in the area that I work in, and they're like, he's really good, and I even got caught too, which was the funny part. And I was like, it was kind of dumb, and like I got caught, but like nothing happened, which was like, I just sat there like, huh? He didn't say anything. I guess, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm a pretty good worker, I guess. I mean, compared to all these lazy people, I suppose. And I was like, yep, there it is, and I just kept going with it, and I was like, okay, cool, right? So yeah, like I said, I bought a new one for about like $80. I was gonna buy like an older one, but I was gonna buy like one. I got like a bundle, which is pretty cool. It's basically like a Steel Series laptop. It came with like a mouse. It came with a mouse. I'm not gonna use the mouse. It came with a mouse pad. I might replace my mouse pad soon enough. I did have it for pretty long, but I don't feel like I need to replace it yet. It kind of has like one of those like what's the part of a hand that's like the fingers, right? And then like the palm, and then like that weird bumpy thing on like the bottom of your palm, right? Like if you look at your hand right now, and then you trace down your hand, and then you go like, okay, well, fingers, palm, and then you keep going down, and then there's like that weird like bump, right? There's like that weird bump on your hand. Basically, it has like one of those like wrestling pads on the mouse pad, so I might not replace it just yet. If I do replace my mouse pad, that'll probably because like the palms area like breaks or something, or like the mouse wheel gets bad. But I feel like it's held its due for now, right? I feel like it's held its due. I feel like it did pretty darn well. All right. Oh yeah. Also, another thing. Why have I not been recording in forever? Okay, so I've been busy with the game jam, and this game jam is pretty cool. It's basically called the Anime Core Game Jam. I might play Core on the channel. I don't know. I've been trying it out for a little bit. I like some of the games. Some of the games are pretty interesting to me, in my opinion. I think they do have some good look to it. I might think about adding it to the list of games to play. Depending on if you guys would like that, just let me know. Or I could just play it and just try it out and see how people react to it. And if people like it, then yay, that might be good. But I'll probably think about that like later at some time. But yeah, I was basically working on this core jam for like basically the whole entire like week or so at that point, and so that's why you haven't seen nothing in like a while, because I've basically been like hard stuck focused on that one. Like every time I got home, I would basically put all my time into that game and that game only, and then also I'll watch Twitch. So you know, I'll be lazy on Twitch. I'll be lazy watching anime. I'm not gonna say which anime I'm specifically watching, because I feel like if you say what anime you're watching, people will spoil like an anime for you, and like it's kind of weird. Cause like at first I was thinking about doing like stuff like that, but like I'll talk about like what anime I'm watching, but then I realized that like people who talk about an anime that they like eventually have issues where they start spoiling the anime, and I don't really like people who do that, because like it's good to be interested in something, but then people start talking about like a character and where the character's from and who the character is and what they're doing and what their motivation is. And I'm like, bro, let me go watch the show first, right? And it's like, if I say like I watch like I don't want to say any mainstream animes, because I know someone's gonna go talk about it anyways. Let me go talk about something like, I don't even know. Bakken Test, right? Bakken Test, right? I feel like Bakken Test is a pretty good comedy anime that I could go talk about, right? And I could spoil it out, you know, because I basically watched the whole thing. I didn't check out the manga yet. So, I mean, if you're gonna spoil me on the manga, I really don't care. I haven't been in tune with that show for like years, and they haven't come out with a new season. I recently checked, and I don't really care for mangas. I know how anime is. I know how anime don't care about the manga only, about the anime only people. But you know what? I'm different like that. I don't care, right? I am an anime only fan until I die. Okay, I am an anime only fan until I die. But basically, right. With Baka and Test, right? Like, if I was to be like, hey man, I watch Baka and Test. Some guy would be like, oh my god, dude, you like watching Baka and Test? I like watching Baka and Test too. And I like how Baka and Test does like all the grading systems, like the A class and the B class and the C class and the D class, and then there's the F class, and then there's the two love, and then there's that one weird guy that takes pictures of everybody, and then there's all the love interest, and it's just like, just stop doing that stuff. It's really annoying, because like, it was also a thing that I watched when I was like watching like an anime, from being behind on it, right? And like, people in the comment section were going like, oh my gosh, bro, like 20 episodes down the, like 300 episodes down the line, he also does that, or there's a reason for that, and I'm like, don't do stuff like that. I don't do that, you know? Like, it's like, it's so weird that like I now have to gain some kind of like removal of sense, right, for trying to avoid an anime online. Because if I was to pay attention to an anime at any point in time ever, like on YouTube, or also Google like a best moment, YouTube would immediately show me like thousands of spoilers. It would immediately show me thousands and hundreds of spoilers. Like, I don't know how many times I looked online of an anime I was watching. I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna look at the OP1 for this anime, because this anime looks pretty darn cool. You know what? And this anime looks like something that, you know, like this moment I watched right here looks, you know, it looks pretty good, right? It looks pretty darn good, right? I'll be like, okay, well then, you know, it's time to Google this episode and this show, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I'm like, whoa, that's pretty cool. And then, you know, and then I go to sleep, and then I wake up the next morning, and then I open up YouTube, and I'm like, okay, well, you know, let's see what there's to watch today on YouTube. And it's like, oh my god, best moment from Crunchyroll, you know, Hunter x Hunter. Yeah, I feel like Hunter x Hunter is a good one. I don't feel like I can get spoiled on Hunter x Hunter anymore. I already watched all the episodes, and like I said, I'm anime only. If someone manga only wants to spoil me at this point, I don't really care. Okay, I don't really care. I don't think they're ever gonna. What is that? Is that changing? I swear that part was white. Did you see that part? What the heck? I swear that part was white. I swear that part was changing. That part was changing. Oh my gosh. I'm going insane. Wait, no. Oh, okay. No, that was just bad. That's just like the actual like light on like Roblox itself. It's kind of weird. All right. As I was saying, right? Like for example, like Hunter x Hunter, right? Like, let's say I want to watch like a really good fight between, like, you know, like in the first, you know, like and Hunter x Hammer, right? Like Gon fights, what was his name, dude? The clown guy. Yeah, he's Hisoka, the clown dude, right? Like, it's let's say I want to Google, you know what, Gon fights Hisoka in the beginning, right? And if you didn't watch Hunter x Hunter, well, I don't really care, okay? It's not my problem. I'm not gonna give any hard spoilers. I'm pretty sure you knew Gon and Hisoka were gonna fight, and I'm talking about like the beginning and like in like the Hunter x Hammer. So if you get spoiled again, I don't really care. You know what? Trust me. Look, as someone who is currently watching an anime I got spoiled for on hundreds of details. There is so much more hidden details in the show that is more than just what we'll talk about. Yeah, yes, it does suck to get spoiled on the best moments, but just to continue watching a show and see the parts about like, oh my god, like that happened, this happened, how did that happen, how did that become a thing, right? And it spans over like hundreds and hundreds of episodes. It's super exciting to watch. Okay, it's super exciting. But yeah, point is, I was saying, right, like Gon versus Hisoka, right, in the beginning, right, and then what was I even on? Okay, yeah, like I said, I was talking about how YouTube would spoil it, right? And as I said, right, is that in the beginning, right, let's say I'll watch a show, and YouTube will be like, hey man, you just saw this Hunter clip. You just saw this Hunter x Hunter clip. And YouTube doesn't really care about what episode you're on. All they do is that they look for like the best episode of the show that you've been watching. And you know what? That's really all you care about as a viewer, right? That's really all you care about as a viewer. all you care about as a viewer is a show that you're watching. But YouTube will send like episode 2000 of that specific show, right? And what would happen is that you get completely spoiled on it because YouTube would be like, hey man, that show you've been watching, here's episode 2000, and here's a clip from that show that you might like. It's pretty darn cool. You know what I mean? And they're like, what the heck? And I'm like, why is that a thing, bro? Like, I literally was just watching this show, and then they give me a moment from the show by Crunchyroll, by the way, which, like, it's not Crunchyroll's fault, technically, right? Like, it's more or less YouTube's fault, because YouTube is the one that makes the algorithm, and you know, like, they're the one that make the algorithm, and they're the ones that do those things. But then it still gets frustrating when it's just like, oh, time to look up this video, I guess. Oh wait, the spoilers and the comment section on YouTube, and the comment section on YouTube is even more ruthless because it's like, it's not even people who are even talking about the anime. It's people who would watch clips of the anime, know that the majority of people in the comment section are anime watchers, and talk about the manga. They will talk about the manga. And I'm like, why are you guys talking about the manga here? Go somewhere where they talk about the manga, and go talk about the manga over there. You know what I mean? It's so stupid that manga only watchers would watch an anime only show. Would watch a show filled with anime only crowds and demographics. And then they would spoil the show for everyone in the comment section and say the most dumbest things as if they're some kind of genius, and it's so annoying and frustrating, and I just don't like those type of people. They're just annoying, and they think they're clever, and the thing is that these guys really do think that they're clever. They really do think that they have one up on you, or that they have a prize, or that they did something so miraculously cool, right? They really think that they have a prize on you, and it's so frustrating when that happens. It's so frustrating, and I'm just like, every single time, I just don't know how to process it, right? Because it's just the fact, man, this all makes no sense. Look, orange doesn't kill me. Okay, oh wait, now I'm just bad again. Okay, yeah, like I said, and it's just so frustrating that every time when I go to a comment section, that you'll see people talking about the manga, talking about episode 3,366 or chapter 9,966, and I'm just like, okay, fine, I get it. You know, I checked out the YouTube comment section, right? Fine, I should be spoiled on it, you know, if I'm watching episode 1. Right, and I should understand that there are people that are going to spoil episode 2000, right, for example, right? And I should understand. Okay, cool, I get that. But if I'm watching the OP1 for an anime, right, and then someone spoils, and I watched all episodes already, and someone spoils episode, and someone spoils the manga that hasn't got live yet on to watch, and they're in the comment section putting it everywhere, like the jerk that they are, letting themselves experience something for the first time, but not letting other people experience the greatness of that show for the first time, and then they're just ruining it for everyone with their troll face. And guess what happens? Those people suck, because then it's like, okay, great, or even people they just do it on accident, or people that just go to discuss the show after the manga's done. Like, I get it. You like the manga so much, go discuss the manga where the manga should be discussed. But then, like, buy some anime form for you weirdos. Surprise, surprise, surprise. The anime is for video sharing. It's for video sharing people. It's for people who like to watch the animation. And yes, manga people also like to watch the animation. I get that. They do. Sure. Why not? Let them watch that. But don't discuss the manga when you're watching the anime then. Like, understand, like, be like, hey man, there are people who haven't finished the greatness of the show. I should probably be considerate and let them finish it. No, of course not, because I'm a giant jerk. I'm a giant jerk to people. I'm a giant jerk to people who likes going on shows and spoiling it. Oh, this is really cool. It's like going in transparency, going out. I should have asked something like this, actually. Oh my god, this level has so many really good ideas. I really am gonna eventually play this offline on a rebirth, and you guys will definitely see a lot of the ideas here on the Tower Obby, which also has like 45 levels at the moment. Like I said, about the same amount of levels. I am slowly working on levels. I definitely plan to get back into it maybe sometime on Saturday. So I'm probably already getting back into it by the time you see this video already. Like I said, I just been so busy with the core game jam, right? The core MMA game jam. If you guys want to check that out, I'll start putting links inside the description below somewhere on where you guys can start playing that, because I'm learning different stuff and I'm learning how to do things in video games and whatnot. So yeah, it is pretty cool, and I do definitely okay, sorry, and I definitely do want to keep doing stuff like that for the futures, and I definitely just want to try other engines. Like I said, I'm into other engines, right? I'm into other engines. I don't try other engines, right? I know a lot of people be like, "Oh my god, dude, like Roblox and core games are not real game engines," and I get their point, I get their sentiment, but I tried out some of these games, and some of these games look really amazing. Like I think a lot of people that say that are really just basing their opinion off of what they think they know than from what they really don't know, and it's so weird. But me, I'm not gonna shrug that kind of stuff off. I'm gonna try all the engines that I can try out, right? And I feel like these are really good to try out, and like some of these things are really fun. I definitely want to try more and more of that stuff out. Okay, here we go. So, oh, we're going 7-10. Okay, pretty good. You know, I can actually finish this fight today if I can get through 50 levels without dying. I probably can. Let me see. Can I get through 50 levels without dying? It's already 21. Jesus Christ! It's already 21 minutes. I don't know then. I probably can get through 50 levels, but it's probably gonna take some time. I like the look and design of these levels. You know what you do? I like the idea that they just use like common household items, like those like rollers right there, and they kind of just like make it into like a level. That's what I should do. Let me close this chat. That's kind of bothering me. I rather have this open than whatever that they were talking about. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure that they were talking about how to make $1 million in real life by sleeping all day long. But you know, I'd rather not give up. I'd rather not give up my awesome secrets, right? Like my actual job is sleeping all day long, guys. I sleep all day long for a profit, and people pay me to watch me sleep, and they pay me to do sleeping, to like sleep and then talk about my dreams after that. Like today when I was streaming, I dreamt that I had a superpower, and I traveled across the world, and then I met cool people, and I was the coolest guy in the world, and then I smacked all the bullies, and I was Danny Phantom when I was just 14. Okay, I'm not gonna do that. But point is, right? Why is it pointing this way? Geronimo! You lied to me! 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 I don't like it lying to me. It sucks. Oh yeah. Okay, you know what? I think this is really important to talk about. I'll probably talk about this twice. And you're probably not gonna see it affect the things I play, because I haven't really played too much custom stuff. But if you guys have noticed that uploading Roblox on music is now free. So back then it used to cost like a price to like charge it. What was it, like 100, 50? I'm not really sure. Grade 50? I'm not really sure. It was basically like a price to upload like a song or something, right? Now it's free, right? I believe it was like 10 uploads with like a non-verified account, 1,000 with like a verified account. The numbers might not be perfectly accurate, okay, but I know those were some pretty good numbers, right? But the thing is that they deleted and privated all the songs already on the site, which means years of songs just got lost, and then in one day they got privated. So you guys remember when I was talking about the radio Game Pass, that I was gonna try and do something like that for later? Well, can't do it no more, because Roblox was like, hey man, audio is now set to private by default. Meaning, I don't understand really how this works exactly. So I think you need to, like, I probably have to like read more into it. So I might be wrong on this, right? But now, there's basically no more music IDs, right? Like the music, well, there is still music IDs, right? Like it's not wrong. It's like it's still possible, but it wasn't as, it's not going to be as extensive, right, as it once was. And now copyrighted music cannot can now basically not be played, right? Basically, songs like Raining Tacos, all those old songs that we were playing, Murder Mystery 2, back in the days, are not going to be a thing no more, right? And a lot of radio game passes are now becoming unusable due to the changes in that. So I cannot do radio game passes no more. So guess what? I probably have to do different things. I was thinking of some ideas. But like I said, I don't want to make anything too game breaking ish, right? Or like things like okay, like for example, like this probably the only thing I don't like about this game is that they sell like gravity coils and jetpacks and like double jumps. I'm not really a fan of that, personally. I like the stages. I like the levels. I do like some of the things that they sell, but I don't like how they sell like a double jump. I do like an easy mode. An easy mode does sound nice. An easy mode that the player can buy, that they can't die, and skip codes that a player can do. Stuff like that is pretty cool, right? But the gravity codes, not a fan of it, right? Not really a fan of it though, and it's kind of like one of those like, well, I wish it was done better, right? And it's a shame I can't really do radio game passes no more, because I thought radio game passes would have been fun, because I am working on OBBY races. It is a multiplayer OBBY type of game where basically people race to like the finish, and if you guys want to see it, guess what? You guys can check it out by searching the Roblox the month of March 2022, and if you want to check that out, you can check out the OBBY races there. That's why I talk about it. I do make some updates on Twitter, but not really, because I've been kind of busy on like the back end work for that game for a really long time, because I've been working on like just on scripting and how to make the game better, and basically how to do all the good stuff that you guys might like to do. And I also been working on Discord bots. So yeah, basically, like I said, I've been busy and everything else, but here, and I plan to get back here soon enough for sure, for a while before I take another break and be like, okay, well, I'm gonna go practice other scripting things like Python, Discord bots, and like the core game engine and like Unity and stuff like that, which I am actually working on another game jam in about like 7 days or so with like some friends. And we'll be working on some like black and white game jam where like we have to make an entire game in black and white. So that'll be pretty cool to talk about, and I'll definitely be talking about that. I'm not gonna make updates on stuff like that, because that's just gonna add more editing time than I really cannot spare to edit, right? Because like I wake up, I go to work, and I come back home from work, and I'm tired, I'm tired. I don't want to work. The last thing that I want to do is more work. And honestly, I tried working as soon as I got home, dude. I felt so tired. I could not do it. I tried doing something productive as soon as I got home, and I was like, nope. My lazy self, I gotta get up. I gotta get up. I gotta go sleep. I gotta go eat some Doritos. I gotta go watch an animated that I'm currently watching, right? And I gotta go watch that anime, and I gotta go finish it, and I gotta go do something before I go and study. And then I waste like 2 hours doing that thing. But then after that, like I do feel energized, and it's weird. I feel energized, right? I feel energized after doing it, after doing so, and it feels great. But the problem is that like it takes me so long to get started in the first place, and it's like Jesus. It's like, well, you need the discipline. Well, how can you discipline yourself to not fall asleep? Okay, sometimes I'll be working, and my head will literally turn back in my seat, and I'll go like, and it's just like how do you do that? How does one survive and their head is turning back? Okay, I'm not okay. Look, it's why I'm kind of in the Navy now. It's why I kind of got a job in the Navy as like as opposed to like a software developer, because like I really don't like desk jobs, which is weird, right? Like I rather like stand up and like not like work at like a desk related thing, because like I just find stuff like that boring. Like it's weird, right? Like if I find myself like sitting at a desk doing work for somebody else, I get bored really quickly. And even doing work for myself, I get bored really quickly. So it's why like I don't clock in like 8-hour days when I'm on my computer. I'll be honest, I clock in like at least at best 2, right? At best like 2. What is this? This is so cool. Oh my god, this is cool. Look at this. It's a ball and another ball, but the ball is transparent. Okay, well, point is, right, like I'll be honest, like when I get home, like I don't clock in 8-hour days. Like I'll probably clock in like 2-3 hours, maybe sometimes like daily. Like if I'm really feeling for it, I'll probably clock in like 3 hours and 30 minutes. Right? It just depends. But still, point is, right, is that like if I'm working on like a desk job, like I'll be so bored. Like I'll drink like 10 cans of Monster Energy a day, and it'll just suck, because like I'm just like, oh my god, dude, what do I do? what do I do now? You know what I mean? Like, I just don't know. I just don't know what to do at that point because it's gonna be so frustrating. And it's like, you know what I mean? But like, when I'm doing it for fun though, it's kind of odd, right? Wait, how many levels did this stage have actually? Wait, they have 750 plus or 750? Let me actually check real quick. You guys are gonna hear me clicking around a little bit, which is probably not a super what's the word called? A super 770. They updated it. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, they added 25 new stages. They did. I was like, wait, what's going on here? Why isn't the game up? I was like, where's the ending? The ending is actually pretty far off then. The ending's right there. Should we do it? You know what? I believe that we can do it today. Why not? Why not?